So in this lesson, we're going to talk about how to divide mixed numbers. So before we do that, we are going to first just do a quick review of how to divide fractions. So we're going to start off with 3/11 divided by a half. And remember, we use the trick of keep the first number, switch the sign to multiplication, and then flip the second fraction, which means we take the reciprocal. And the reciprocal is just the fraction flipped upside down. So this would be 3/11. We keep the first one. We change the sign to multiplication. And then we flip the second fraction upside down, or we multiply by the reciprocal. And now we're going to quickly check, can we cross cancel? No, so now we're going to multiply. 3 times 2 is 6, and 11 times 1 is 11. And we do not need to simplify. Nothing we could divide into 6 and 11 except for 1, so we are finished. So now let's look at another example, and in this one we are going to divide a mixed number by a fraction. So in this case, before we can divide, we first need to change any mixed numbers into improper fractions. So let's do that. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 1 is 29. Denominator stays the same. So it's 29/7 divided by a half. Now we do keep, switch the sign, and flip the second fraction. So 29/7, switch to multiply, flip,
calm down or I'm going to end up hurting you.
and now we're going to multiply. 29 times 2 is 58. 7 times 1 is 7. And now we simply have to simplify. 58 divided by 7 goes in 8 times. 8 times 7 is 56 with 2 left over. So our answer is 8 2/7. Okay, here's another example. 2 1/3 divided by 3/4. In this example, we have one mixed number, one fraction. So we have to change the mixed number into an improper fraction so we can divide. So let's do that. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7/3. And now I'm going to rewrite my problem. So I have 7/3 divided by 3/4. I'm going to do keep, switch the sign, flip the second fraction, multiply by the reciprocal. So 7/3 times 4/3. I don't see anywhere to cross cancel, so I'm simply going to multiply. 7 times 4 is 28, and 3 times 3 is 9. Now I have to simplify. 28 divided by 9 goes in 3 times. 3 times 9 is 27, so I have 1 left over. So my answer is 3 1/9. Okay, so now let's try 1 1/4 divided by a half. So go ahead and push pause and then push play when you're ready to get feedback, because I'd like you to try this one on your own. Okay, so you should have worked through the problem, and now let's go ahead and solve it together. So 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Denominator stays the same. Divided by a half. I'm going to do keep, switch the sign, flip to multiply by the reciprocal. So I get 5/4 times 2/1. I'm going to look to see, can I cross cancel? 5 and 1, no. 4 and 2, yes. I can divide both by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Now I simply multiply. 5 times 1 is 5. And 2 times 1 is 2. Now I'm going to simplify. 5 divided by 2 goes in twice. 2 times 2 is 4, with 1 left over. So my final answer is 2 1/2. So